Long ago, in a snowy, quiet kingdom, everything felt soft and peaceful. Snowflakes drifted like tiny feathers, and warm lights glowed from the little homes below. Inside a grand palace, something wonderful happened. A baby was born. Candles glowed, blankets were ready, and everyone moved gently, full of love. The baby lay in a wooden cradle, calm and tiny. Soon, loving arms lifted her close.
My child.
It felt warm and happy.
My legacy.
Like, finally. Time passed. The baby grew into a sweet little toddler. Birds hopped near her. Butterflies fluttered around her. But sometimes, she sat quietly beside an empty chair, holding her hands close, feeling a tiny, sad ache inside. Days went on. Then one day, footsteps echoed through the palace. Servants stood still. Someone dropped something. Oh dear, and froze. A new presence had arrived. After that, the palace felt different. Quieter, stricter, almost colder. Outside, the little girl still fed birds, still watched petals dance, still found gentle moments. She didn't know it yet, but her story was only just beginning. As the seasons passed, Snow White grew. Spring flowers bloomed, summer sunshine warmed the gardens, autumn leaves danced in the wind, and winter snow fell soft and quiet. With every season, she learned, played, and became a little older. Touching flowers, watching butterflies, and feeding birds with soft little hands. Sometimes she studied at her desk. Sometimes she spun and twirled in the courtyard, laughing softly. But inside the palace, things slowly began to change. The king grew weaker. His steps slowed. Servants walked carefully, and the halls felt quiet and worried. Snow White stood beside him often, offering tiny gifts and hoping it would help. Then one cold winter morning, everything became still. The king was gone. Snow White stood at the window, watching snow fall. Her heart felt heavy. She didn't cry loudly, only a small, quiet ache inside whispered, "Oh, this hurts." The kingdom said goodbye with candles, flowers, and soft footsteps. After that day, the queen ruled, and the palace felt colder and stricter. Snow White tried to stay cheerful, feeding birds in the garden, but even the birds seemed unsure. Life felt different now, quieter, heavier. And deep inside, Snow White felt that her story was changing. As time passed, Snow White continued to grow more kind and gentle. Flowers bloomed wherever she walked, and birds fluttered around her as if she was part of the sunlight itself. She laughed softly, and the world seemed happy around her. But inside the palace, deep behind locked doors and velvet curtains, the queen carried a growing curiosity. She wanted to be sure she was the most beautiful in the land, the one everyone admired. So one night, when the moon hung high and silver over the castle rooftops, she stepped into her hidden chamber. The room was filled with strange bottles, glowing crystals, and ancient books covered in dust. At the center of the room stood a tall, mysterious mirror. The queen stood before it, lifted her chin with confidence, and whispered words she had spoken many times before.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all?
The mirror shimmered. Silver ripples formed across its surface, and glowing mist spun slowly inside. Then, with a soft magical hum, the mirror replied,
You, my queen, are the fairest of them all.
A warm smile spread across the queen's face. She felt proud, calm, and pleased. Everything in her world felt perfect. Meanwhile, Snow White danced in the garden, twirling with butterflies and fireflies, laughing with pure joy. She placed flower crowns on her head, sang softly to animals, and enjoyed the simple magic of life. The queen lived happily too, for a while. Days passed. Snow White grew more graceful, more radiant, more loved by every creature and every heart that saw her. The kingdom seemed to glow just a little brighter around her. One evening, the queen returned to the mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all?
Snow White is now the fairest of them all.
The queen froze. Her heart felt sharp and heavy, as if something inside had cracked. Anger rose inside her, not loud, but cold, tightening like frost around her heart.
She must be gone.
Her calm expression faded and was replaced by something fierce, something dangerous. Snow White, still in the garden, smiled at fireflies dancing around her hands, peaceful and unaware. But from that moment on, Snow White's life would never be the same.